Alrighty, here we go. It is Chumley and his Duelist Kingdom run. In this one, he is going up against none other than Bonz. Bonz is one of the weaker duelists of the Duelist Kingdom season that we had here. Bonz didn't really perform that well. So Chumley should get a win, but you never know in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And we're back to normal speed because the match between Seeker and Rex Raptor was a giant pile of poo, which went for 45 minutes. I sped it up 400% and got it to about 11.5 and tried to speed commentate the whole thing. It was probably the worst match that Seeker had ever performed, and I didn't think it was fair for my audience to have to sit there for 45 minutes to watch that pile of crap. Chumley, on the other hand, is a much more interesting duelist. He has drawn Vampiric Koala, he's got Destruction Punch, Invigoration, and Airs Rock Sunrise. Alright, it's time for comments. Now that Seeker and Rex Raptor abomination is over. I knew some of Seeker's matches would have to be sped up like that because, I did watch it in real time. There was a note left for me by whoever recorded it saying, may want to speed this one up. And wow, that match was not easy to sit through. On the other hand, I also watched Raw today as well. And, what about that street fight between Damian Priest and Finn Balor? That could be a match of the year contender. They absolutely went for it. And if you haven't seen it, just watch a clip of where Damian Priest hits Finn Balor with the trash can. The sound it made was, that's got to be mean. That's got to be in a meme at some point. The sound that made was like, you know when you get hit by, like, back in the day when they used to hit each other all the time with trash cans, you just get that, like, that thack noise, that thack. It was one of the loudest thack noises I have ever heard from a trash can. Alright, where are we up to in comments? That's the one. Emperor Pikachu 2013. Mako is definitely an underrated duelist. That's for the Mako and Esperoba match. I love Mako. I reckon he is I would say he was underused, but he was probably used just enough that we never grew tired of him. But the scenes that Mako was in during the series were always really good. But no, water decks in general, they are very cool to watch. And Mako is no exception with his legendary Fishman and his water deck that I made for him. Crystal Para 6541 says, if you're going to change up the extra deck to get rid of Elemental Hero Core, maybe look into getting rid of Electrum and put in more of the prime Elemental Heroes like the Shining, Gaia, Nova Master, and Great Tornado. What I will confirm is, yes, we did make a deck at it. We did remove Elemental Hero Core because for Battle City, Elemental Hero Core with its power, it's just a little bit too easy to summon. And speaking of Gaia, that Crystal Para mentioned, Elemental Hero Gaia was added. He's not too powerful and he's not too easy to summon. He's also very cool. And so yes, he was added. So hopefully we get to see him in action with the Jaden and... Who's Jaden versing? Joey Wheeler. You never know what's going to happen with Joey Wheeler. So Bonz is already down to 3,000 points. Tree Otter is really doing the damage. There's Dragon Zombie. Bonz will at least be able to get Tree Otter off the field here. Crimson Maelstrom 573 says, proof that Chumley would be a great duelist if the writers had wanted him to be. He only dueled like twice or something in the series, didn't he? But his story was more that he wanted to be an artist, which is an okay story, but it would have been nice maybe to see him make some cameo appearances in the later ones and maybe come back with a slightly altered deck. But the deck that we built for him here is based all off koalas and all the animals that he used. Crimson Maelstrom also says, so much better without constant commentary in my opinion. Nothing against the content or the videos, but constant talking is distracting for me. I'm on the fence about that too. I've tried a few different styles of commentary. Some of it ASMR sounding, some of it fast and constant, some of it reading comments. It's, I don't know, it's really down to opinion, isn't it? I even did a couple where there wasn't any commentary and everyone was like, it needs commentary. And I agree with that too. It definitely needed commentary. All right, Des Kangaroo is drawn to the hand of Chumley. But I do get what you mean though. Just a play-by-play commentary is also a very good style of commentary as well. You just call the moves and then you let room for air to breathe. In between, Kotomi758 says, how would a Blue Eyes deck or full dragon only deck do against Battle City? There is a dragon structure deck. It was called Dragon's Roar that came out in 2005. That might match up okay against Battle City. To be honest, that is a good point though. There's card destruction. I need to get into doing some more series. When the Battle City season is over, what do you all reckon? Do you reckon I should hold off on making another season just for a month or two and maybe do some styled decks like a dragon versus spellcaster deck and then maybe a rock deck versus a machine deck? Make a couple of themed decks, even like themed structure decks kind of, and have a little bit of a different change up so we're not using anime duels where we'll still run like the mini series like this and maybe like a type versus type deck just for a bit of a change. Let me know what you all think, because I would like to see a Blue Eyes deck go up against a Red Eyes deck. We could use Kyber and Joey as the avatars. Okay, Bonz is down to 200 life points, and again, it's an easy match to follow. Chumley is probably just going to be a bit too strong, although Kangaroo Champ, I mean, Bonz did clear the field with Dark Hole, but Moonwolfie says, go get him Mako. That's for the Mako and Esperoba match. And Atada 1008 says, the Koala deck, it's too OP. It is absolutely, it's a lot stronger than what I thought it would be. That's for absolute sure. Atada 1008, also, I haven't forgotten. I am still keeping you in my thoughts with your back injury and your surgery. That was going to cost about 20 grand. Hopefully you've at least made a little bit of progress in trying to get that happening, as back injuries, man, they're debilitating. I've slipped a disc in my back. That's probably the worst thing. I've had an injury to my back. I recovered from that just fine, but the amount of pain that put me through, I can't even imagine what an actual proper back injury would even feel like, how much it would restrict your movement, your ability to just to do daily tasks and live your daily life. As Bonz has gone in for an attack with flip effect alone is actually, well, Bonz's attack is going to reduce the rest of his life points. Well, Bonzy tried in that one, but it wasn't enough. Chumley picks up the win. Bonz destroys himself. Okay, Kotomi758 also says, I can totally see Mokuba's ace being Paladin of White Dragon or Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. We could build a deck from Mokuba at some point in the future, I reckon. Moonwolfie says, good boy, Chum. I just watched some late-stage Battle City anime duels of 4-way to decide the semis and the finals last night. I honestly forgot how much time Kaido and Marek spent monologuing in their head to their opponents, man. Marek, say what you will about Marek, he was actually pretty funny in the anime inside of like his own head. Because when he was acting as Namu, he was like speaking real soft, and then when it would go to his head, he would just constantly be screaming at himself. Like, relatable, mind you. Okay, Moonwolfie also says, Jaden just outmatched an overpowered Rex. I like Core, but I would love to see more Shining Flare Wingman, Phoenix Flame Wingman, or even some Neo-Spacian fusions to go with the Neos. I do like his more classic cards, mainly Season 1 and 2 decks. That is something I'll do in a when I do make a GX season. We'll do like a season 1, season 2 season, if that makes sense. Like or should we do it? I don't know. The GX season's a bit of a tough one because there's a lot of characters in GX, and all their decks evolved like a lot more than what the Duelist Kingdom ones did. It's a work in progress, but a GX season for season 1. Yeah, because who would it be? Crowler, Jaden, Chum, Cyrus, Alexis. Zane, Chaz, Damien, is that the dude who was in the forest? Bastion as well, there's 9 already. Plenty of, what do you say, there is plenty of different stuff we could do with Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. And then all the Battle City decks could like play against them as well, see how they would do. As Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts, has come to the field, it's 2,000. Vampiric Koala is only at 1,800. And there you see Chum does have negate attack. Sukowski 1978 says Mako is the man, and then lots of sea creature and crustaceans emojis. There's a dolphin, a pufferfish, I don't know what that, colourful fish. That looks like a tuna. Then there's a crab, then a seashell, and a lobster. And Sukowski 1978 also said 5D's twin siblings are Luna and Leo. Ah, that's right, that's what their names are. They could very well go in the sibling tournament as well. A sibling tournament sounds fun, as Sea Koala's effect has just pulled Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts, to 0 attack. Des Koala's effect activates, only take 400 points. However, down goes Rush recklessly onto Vampiric Koala, so Chum, he's going to gain 2,500 life points here. Joe Lowe 7893, good to hear from you again. First off, sorry for bothering you commenting on ages, but just have to. I'll try read that again. First off, sorry for bothering you commenting on ages. I just do to have fun. Have a fun quip for every video. Joe, you're one of my long-time commenters. It's always good to see when you comment, because your rhymes for the Paradox Brothers were nothing short of legendary. But secondly, and more importantly, I can imagine Panic absolutely freaking out when Chumley summons Master of Oz. He'd be all like, that thing is stronger than a Blue Eyes. And Chumley says, Joe wrote him as Chunky. Chunky says, yeah, it's a good one, and all of its strength is coming your way. Outback attack. Well, Chumley and that Master of Oz is such a good card. And is Bonz done here? He's lost his Pumpkin, the King and Ghosts. He wasn't able to play anything. 1829. Bonz at 30. No, he's going to survive with 100 life points. Haha. 100 life points left for Bonz. Oh, that's funny. Obi Tomajan says, what game is this, bro, and how can I play? It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. It's available on PlayStation and Switch, and I think Xbox. It's a little bit dated now. I think it came out in 2019, but it's still a fun play. I'll definitely give it that. Now, there's 3 more comments, and Bonz has just summoned Clown Zombie. And yeah, he's cooked. Prevent Rat is in hand. Block attacks, all appear all over. Silas DS says the power creep from the 2 characters that you have going up against everyone in that season from everyone. Just those 2 from the other season. The power creep of the decks is just too massive. Pretty obvious who's going to win in most of these. It is in a way. We all know that Chum and Jaden, they're probably going to win most of their matches, but so did Becca. Although there was no match with Arcana. Maybe Jaden can get over Arcana, as Becca wasn't. Chum, on the other hand, he will come up against some stronger opponents eventually. He will come up against Kaiba and Yugi and Joey. They are a bit more, and Keith as well. So, and same with Mako for Jaden as well. There are still some tougher opponents, so they will progressively, the duels should get better. I'll read out the comments in the next video as well for Jaden's one. Well, Chumley picks up another win. He goes 7-0. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and thanks for leaving all the comments as well, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe. Take care. Farewell.